Hello, it is 6:30-ish in the morning. I am going to be playing pickle at 8. So I am making early breakfast. Let's see how it goes. This is pretty typical for me, is a honey butter sandwich. Fancy butter-ish. I mean, it's just from Costco, but it's meant to be New Zealand grass-fed. You guys know how I feel about New Zealand grass-fed butter. New Zealand grass-fed anything. I do a lot of honey because honey is easy peasy carbs. Yeah. That is this guy. Boom, done. And then I'll do yogurt. Breakfast just doesn't need to be that big a deal or that complicated, especially when you're trying to get out the door like me. This has carbs, it has protein, it has fat. And then this before I play, because it's kind of like a pre-workout. It kind of gives me energy, and then one of these bad boys too. Then easy carb sources while I'm training, and my friend Katie brought me this cookie, bless her. Okay, just made lunch. I am actually out of food. I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store, but doesn't look very appealing because I like my bacon more like soft. We don't really do like crispy bacon in Australia, so it's a bit different here. But the green is basil. I really love basil. I don't love it much else. And I've put like blistered cherry tomatoes on top. So cooked these in the bacon grease. So there's just basil and like oily blistered cherry tomatoes. And a lot of like 6 strips of bacon because I don't have that much, I don't really have any other protein in the house. So we'll go grocery shopping later. About to jump onto a couple client calls. I just had 2. Quick break. 1 more. 2 more. And then, so I'm gonna have these that I stole from my kid that she got from a birthday party to tie me through, and then another meal, and then more practice. I actually pivoted and didn't go to practice. I went to the gym. I have a workout I have to do. Shout out to my trainer, Liv, who is an ex-HA Society member, but an awesome trainer for women post-HA. Okay, this is my walk to the grocery store. I know. I live over there, and I'm going to the store over here. It's about as walkable as life's gonna get in Texas. Just finished that workout. I had to quickly wash my face. I have to wash my face all the time here. The humidity is so bad. I get pretty rough acne, like even here if I wear a shirt. I wore a shirt yesterday. Boom. So I have like a whole process I do as quickly as I can after I train or work out or just get sweaty outside for some reason. So when I get back from the store, that's also happening again. Like I'll have a shower, proper shower, and then I'll do kind of like the same routine. So I'm gonna go to Sprouts, and it's like a 5-minute walk from my place. I'll sometimes ride my bike, but the tires are flat. So do that, shower, cook, eat, watch Netflix, read, go to bed. I will sometimes come down here just to get 1 meal. Like I think I'm European or some shit. And because I don't have like food rules or anything, sometimes I don't really know what to get. So I will kind of look for like what has the yellow tag that they're trying to get rid of today, but they have nothing interesting to me today because like I don't want this tiny thing for $5. That's not actually a deal. That's not actually a deal. So they don't have anything great, but I want steak and I want pizza, and that's exactly what you need after doing 2 hours of pickleball and a workout later in the day. A rough year. So I did not find steak that I thought was like reasonable for 1 meal because I wanted steak and pizza, but I did find lamb, which I flippin' love. And there's 2 meals worth in here for $11. So six-ish, you know, in the US. They put a bunch of tax after, so 6-ish. And then this bad boy, ghost cheese pizza, is also on sale for $7.30. I'm gonna eat this whole thing. But that's like a pretty reasonably priced meal. So I like to do it that way because I have this thing. I don't have to shop on sale, like, but A, it's smart. Come on, listen, especially with Sprouts prices. But B, I've always been pretty anti-waste, not crazy about it. Just like, I mean, trust me, my HA days, I would be fine wasting plastic upon plastic if it meant my individually wrapped, you know, portion controlled food was fine. But now I don't value that, so it's easier for me to have these values. So I have this fear, this thing in my head, that when the food at the store is on sale, it's clearance, right? Because they need it, you know, it's getting by its sell date. They're just going to throw it out. The staff can take it home maybe, or it's going to go in the bin. And I don't like that. That stresses me out. Like a whole animal. No. So I do my best to like not have food go to waste. And so I will kind of like help the grocery store out. And, you know, I get a deal. And because I live so close, it's practical. It's reasonable for me to do that. But it's not very reasonable or practical for a lot of people in the US. It's time to cook. Instructions. Preheat oven to 425. Place it on a baking pan and cook until the crust is lightly brown and the cheese is melted. Okay. Well, while that preheats, I'm gonna shower, and then when it's in the oven, I'm gonna cook the lamb. I'm gonna eat it, and then it's done. I'm just searing this on both sides with some herbs on top, and then once it's seared, put it in the oven with the pizza. They'll cook for the exact same amount of time, like 12 minutes, and then they're just done, and I don't have to really worry about anything. Okay, while I wait for it to cook, I'm gonna have my oyster. I do have both the oyster and the beef liver in the same day. I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, I don't eat a lot of vegetables, because I just don't care to be honest with you. So I do that. So I take the beef liver and I take the oyster because it's gonna get me a lot more of the nutrients I need in a pill, and it's still whole food. It's not like a supplement. And it's gonna get me the minerals that I need without me having to cook a bunch of vegetables, of which I would need to eat a ton to just get what I'm looking for. So I just prefer that method. That's why I'm passionate about it. So I have the liver before I'm gonna train, or like early in the morning, and I have the oyster in the afternoon. Sometimes I'll take both at the same time. And I feel like that's why I have the energy to kind of do it all. Like, I still feel really good right now. I'm gonna like start to relax and kind of set the tone. When I start eating dinner, I tend to start to like feel the chill vibes. So I'm gonna finish the night off watching The Last Dance, Michael Jordan documentary. Well, like the Chicago Bulls documentary or whatever. Been getting into that. Any of you guys who know me, I love sports docs. So that's the night. That's a day of eating. It's not that interesting. Like, it never is for anyone, right? But maybe you see something that you're like, oh yeah, I could live like that. That'd be cool. I hope it was helpful.